Hey everybody, welcome on in. Happy Thursday. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day so far. Shadow, congrats on claiming first. Welcome on in. Kit Kat, welcome on in. Thank you for collecting, and thank you both for collecting daily void shards. We'll hope you. Hang on, let me give a shout out to Shadow real quick. Oh, Mass Effect. Haven't heard that series name in a while. Also, let me give a shout out to Kit Kat Official. I'm playing it right now. Let's go. So I gotta confess real quick, I have not played a Mass Effect game, honestly. I do hear good things about the trilogy, and that Andromeda is not worth checking out. That's all I know, though. And then other than that, the only other BioWare game I've really played is Dragon Age Origins, which is a fantastic game. I just haven't gotten around to finishing it. Let's see, love Dragon Age. Yeah, I like it up to a point. And that's the most I'm gonna say about it, because I know there's people in the chat. I know there's people in my community who actually did like the latest game. I didn't, but hey, that's just my opinion. Let's see. Best Dragon Age story is Origins. For combat, I say Dragon Age 2. I will say Dragon Age 2 had the best looking Qunari too. It's like, they kind of looked like badass Draenei from World of Warcraft. It's like, I know there's a lot of things that people hated about Dragon Age 2, but man, they nailed the look of the Qunari. And one of these days, I will sit down and actually play through Dragon Age Origins all the way. Am I going to stream it? Probably not, but we'll see. Dragon Age Inquisition Qunari aren't that bad. Yeah, Dragon Age Inquisition Qunari aren't that bad. I just still think Dragon Age 2 Qunari look the best. And then, well, I know this might be a bit controversial, but the Veilguard Qunari, I don't like their look. Origins Qunari were meh. Yeah, I saw clips of Sten from Origins. I thought, okay, he's pretty cool, until I realized that was a modded version I was looking at. The original version of Sten was kind of eh. Oh, and by the way, everybody, it is Thursday, so we will be voting for Husband of the Week later on in the stream. And by the way, I know someone is probably gonna ask me, so I just want to put this out there. I have no intention of watching the Game Awards. I kind of stopped caring for the Game Awards after 2020, when a certain game won every single category it was nominated for, despite getting critical pandering everywhere, even beating Doom Eternal for best soundtrack, which that was not easy to get over. I mean, if any trailers come out from the Game Awards that are worth checking out, though, definitely let me know, and I will definitely take a look at those later. My favorite DLC for Origins is either Warden's Keep or the Awakening expansion. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get on that, because I haven't finished the base story, let alone the DLC yet. What game are you talking about? The Last of Us Part 2. Like, despite a lot of streamers and gamers alike saying they didn't care for it, it somehow won every single category it was nominated for, even beating Doom Eternal for best soundtrack. You cannot make this shit up. And if you like The Last of Us Part 2, please don't let what I'm saying stop you. Me, on the other hand, I just didn't understand how it got all those awards when it pretty much wasn't well received everywhere. It's like I used to say that award shows are like glorified popularity contests. But even then, I can't say that's the case for the Game Awards because Last of Us Part 2 won in 2020. And just for curiosity's sake, let's see who was in the running for Game of the Year 2020. Okay, so The Last of Us Part 2 somehow won Game of the Year, and here's some of the other nominees that were in the running that year: Final Fantasy VII Remake, Animal Crossing: New Horizons, Hades, Doom Eternal, and Ghost of Tsushima. I heard a lot more praise for Ghost of Tsushima and how it was a fantastic game, and yet somehow The Last of Us Part 2 won over that. I call rigged. I mean, after seeing how the voting for the Game Awards works. Let's see. I tried the first Last of Us a while ago. It was okay. It wasn't my cup of tea though. Yeah, like I didn't really care for it, but again, everybody's different, so your mileage may vary. Random question. Has anybody in chat ever liked the designs of game characters, but because of the gameplay, you couldn't get into the game itself? Like, I love the character designs of Arknights, but I just don't like tower defense games, so I couldn't. So I really tried. I couldn't get into Arknights gameplay wise. I love the story and I love the character designs, but I couldn't get into the gameplay of Arknights. The other Arknights game that's coming out might be different, though. I'll have to take a look at that. Let's see. And also, Best Game Soundtrack 2020 nominees. Okay, so here was the... It's like, here was the running for best score and music for the Game Awards 2020. It was Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Hades, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and Last of Us Part 2. All those fantastic games, because I've heard the soundtrack from each one of them, and somehow The Last of Us Part 2 won over those. You can, and I've seen gameplay, and there was barely any soundtrack to cry home about. So how the fuck did Last of Us Part 2 win over those? I don't mind Zombies game though. Last of Us, just no. Yeah, like if there's games with zombies, I'll just stick with Left 4 Dead. Thank you. Let's see, me, Call of Duty, or Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. Oh yeah, I forgot that Red Dead Redemption had a zombies mode. Although Call of Duty, that's another rabbit hole I'm not willing to go down. At least with the latest entry, because I saw gameplay from Black Ops 7, and I was like, Call of Duty, what the fuck are you doing? It's like we went from a game about warfare and realistic combat to games with war veterans turning into giant flower monsters or kaijus, and I'm like, what am I looking at? If you would have told me that this was a different game instead of Call of Duty, I would have believed you. Let's see. Hi, Vesperina. How are you? Hang on a second. Let me give a shout out to Vesperina real quick. And thank you for collecting Daily Void Shard. And as a quick disclaimer, again, if you actually liked the games that we're talking about right now... Oh!
You've been pranked!
Ah, you got tricked! let's see. I have not new Call of Duty since Cold War. SBMM ruined Call of Duty for me, and it's toned down significantly. Until it's toned down significantly, I refuse to buy a new one, even if the zombies mode is good. Yeah, like I watched a video a while ago called Black Ops 7 is creatively bankrupt. But maybe it's just my opinion, but I thought Call of Duty has been creatively bankrupt since Advanced Warfare. That's just me though. Like, let's face it, they're running out of ideas. It's like I actually liked World War II, but people keep telling me that World at War was a better one. But I haven't played World at War, so I have nothing to go on. And just a quick disclaimer, I got Call of Duty World War II for free during on PSN. Oh, and did you all see the dumpster fire that was the DLC for Assassin's Creed Shadows? It's like, I know Cold War was solid though. To me, the last good Call of Duty was either Black Ops 2 or OG Modern Warfare 2. Now that I could agree with you on. Like, I didn't play Black Ops 2, but I did play the OG Modern Warfare 2, and it was really good. I have not played that game yet, however, it does intrigue me, and I do want to try it at some point. Wait, Assassin's Creed Shadows? It's bad. That's all I gotta say. It's bad. And just when I thought it could, and just when I thought it couldn't get any, and just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, the DLC, like the DLC looks really bad. Like they thought to boost the numbers, the best course of action would be to give it an Attack on Titan collab. I wish I was kidding. Let's see, really? How so? Well, the voice acting was bad. Yasuke feels really awkward to play. It's just a mess overall. I mean, Assassin's Creed Origins did a Final Fantasy 15 collab. Oh, okay. I honestly forgot about that. I mean, and I guess I would be okay. And then I guess my biggest gripe about the Attack on Titan collab is it just looks what's the word I'm looking for? Unpolished. Like the animations for it looks low budget. Yeah, you could get Noctis' sword and the main villain's shield. Okay. Yeah, thanks for letting me know about that. But at least a lot of people I knew actually liked Assassin's Creed Origins. Almost nobody I know likes Assassin's Creed Shadows. It's like, it was cool. I also forgot you could get a chocobo mount too. That is pretty cool. Man, anybody remember the chocobo chick from Assassin's, no, not Assassin's Creed, from Final Fantasy 15? That was adorable, wasn't it? And again, everybody, if you like the games that I've been talking about so far, don't let me or anybody else stop you. I might question your taste a little bit, but you're entitled to them. Like, I guess I'd say I might question your taste a little bit, but I'm not gonna judge you for liking a game. My favorite Final Fantasy 15 activity was fishing as Noctis. It was fun and so relaxing. I think I still have Final Fantasy 15. I need to finish that one as well. My backlog of games is getting ridiculously long. Let's see, I own the Royal Edition. Hang on a second. Let me see which version I own. I don't remember. Oh, I also own the Royal Edition. I have a physical copy though. Man, I also need to go back to God of War Ragnarok and get the digital get the platinum trophy for that game too. Let's see. The last game I platinum was actually Veilguard. That's pretty funny actually. To be like 89 hours, which is actually pretty short for an RPG. Because I remember it took me like hundreds of hours to platinum Bloodborne and Demon Souls. But yeah, I'm just looking up something real quick, everybody, because I'm not sure if anybody's heard of the. I'm not sure if any. I mean, you've all probably heard of it because I keep mentioning how excited I am to finally play it. But Tides of Annihilation. I wonder if they finally have a. I wonder if they finally have a release date for it. Okay, they don't have a release date for it yet. Also, at some point I might. And see, at some point I do need to try Where Winds Meet because I've been hearing good things about that game. But we'll see. Let's see, there's a game franchise that I've played a long time. I hope it's either a remaster or a new game soon, that being Suikoden. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I recognize that old style of JRPG. The promo art for it reminds me of the Tales series, the early Tales games, just a little bit. Speaking of which, I remember playing Suikoden on PS2 and it was amazing. I'll bet it was. In fact, I wonder if Tales of Xillia has been released yet. Oh wow, Tales of Xillia Remastered released in October 30th. I am late to the party. Let's see, another game franchise that needs a remake or a new game is White Knight Chronicles. I've heard of that game. Wasn't that a PS3 area? Wasn't that a PS3 era game? It's like, let's see, yeah, Tales of Xillia is one of those games that I haven't played the original, but they made a remaster, and they do plan on remastering Tales of Xillia too. Let's see, what other Tales games are on Steam? Oh wow, I actually had Tales of Zestiria the whole time and I didn't even realize. And Tales of Symphonia, apparently. I don't remember when I got them. Let's see, Tales of Xillia Remastered, Tales of Arise, Tales of Berseria. But yeah, Tales of Berseria was so freaking good, dude. Like, it got dark fast, but I actually appreciated that in a game. But alright, everybody, we have a lot of story to cover in Luna 3, so we're gonna go ahead and hop over to the game screen for Genshin. And let me just pause the music. Let me just pause the music because that's going to clash. Okay, so last we left off, we just found out that Columbina is having trouble maintaining her physical form. So now we got to find the Mage Nicole because we need a way to stop that. And we just met Alice, and she's even more beautiful than I was expecting. And of course, she holds Klee in such high regard. Like mother, like daughter, I suppose. Okay, that was uncalled for. Man, I really need to work on my Klee.
Where are they going? They mentioned a mage and a name?
So, Mr. Varka, are you acquainted with this Nicole? Or should I call her Mage N?
Ah, not really. We've never met, though she has come up in conversation.
And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to pull for Varka when he becomes playable. The guy's badass.
From what I've gathered, Alice kind of took Nicole under her wing. Taught her how to speak in a more ladylike fashion, that kind of thing.
Huh. Hard to imagine Alice as an etiquette coach.
And I've said this before, but not gonna lie, everybody, I was half expecting Varka to have a beard before they revealed how he actually looks.
Yeah, Alice is a larger-than-life personality, I'll give you that. But then again, that's why she's able to draw such an eclectic mix of people into her inner circle. If I
Makes sense to me.
correctly, being an interesting person is actually one of her main entry requirements. So, if you ever wanted to join the Hexen Circle, I'm sure you'd both be eligible to apply.
Yeah, every member of the Hexen Circle we met so far certainly is a character.
Hey! Don't go around making promises on Alice's behalf.
I wouldn't dare. I'm just trying to paint a picture of the Hexen Circle for you.
Okay, sure. Anyway, since none of us have ever met Nicole, how are we supposed to find her? We can't just go up to every woman in sight and ask, hey, are you Nicole?
Maybe something she's wearing will give it away? Like a wind bloom pinned to her chest or something.
Wait a minute. Alice never said Nicole was from Mondstadt.
Oh, true.
What about a tea set? I recall that each mage has their own cup.
That would be this young lady, then?
Oh, hello.
Hey there. Sorry to disturb you, but are you Miss Nicole?
Varka, Knight of Boreas of the Knights of Favonius. Alice might have mentioned me before.
Mm-mm.
If we got the wrong person? Sorry. Well, this is awkward.
When I shook my head, I meant, no, Alice hasn't mentioned you before.
Oh, ouch.
Huh? Where is this voice coming from?
My apologies. For certain reasons, I am unable to speak. This is the only way I can communicate with you.
Are we hearing her in our thoughts?
It might take some getting used to, but I hope you can understand.
Hey, it's fine. I'm more shocked by the fact that Alice never speaks about me. I mean,
That pained laugh.
As for you two, we have crossed paths twice before, but it is nonetheless a pleasure to finally meet you.
It's really you! Thanks for all your guidance in the past!
You're quite welcome. This time, things are different. We have reached the unwritten pages of the story.
Okay, where's her vision?
You might say that we stand at the crossroads of fate. Now then, allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is...
There she is. The unappreciated master sculptor, the immortal literary giant, if only they'd write, and the silent angel, yet also the orator, the instantly utter word, etc., etc. In summary, to remain silent is to be the observer of the world.
No, no, no! Stop! Alice! I can't believe it!
I love how every member of the Hexen Circle we met in person so far, broke the fourth wall somehow. Alice with, swiping her intro away, and, Nicole swiping her intro away, and Alice adjusting the camera.
I had a whole speech prepared. I'd agonized over every single word. She always picks the worst moments to ruin other people's plans. I'm so sorry about that. Alice took the liberty of devising some bespoke self-introduction magic for each member of the Hexen Circle. But I could have sworn I deleted all of the triggering conditions for it. How did it bypass everything? Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing.
Poor Nicole.
This is a very different side of Nicole than what we're used to. Is she not used to face-to-face interactions?
I'd say probably not, Paimon.
Don't worry about it. We've seen that introduction magic once already, so it wasn't too much of a shock.
Please go on, Miss Nicole. We'd love to hear what you have to say, or, well, communicate.
Hi, Vexus. How are you? Thank you for collecting the Lady Void Shard.
Huh? Are they talking to this lady? But...
Oh, that's right. She probably can't hear her.
Will you all promise to forget that horrendously embarrassing introduction?
Sorry? Embarrassing? When?
Among the words I hopped out just now, I saw Angel.
Yes. My name is Nicole, and I am one of a very few angels who have retained both
She's
their
an angel?
preferred form and their power. The Traveler and Paimon should be no strangers to this concept. There is another of our kind in Natlan. They call her the Lord of the Night.
Oh, we've had our fair share of experience with the Lord of the Night.
Alright! Paimon remembers her!
But we've never seen her in person.
Yes. Well, I have retained more of my power than she. It's because I don't have a long-term duty to fulfill. To be more specific... no. We'll be here all day if I get into the specifics. Moving on. If I'm not mistaken, you are here
Oh, I got
because
tricked
you
too.
learn how one might reach the moon beyond the sky.
That's right.
That is quite right.
That something you can give us any guidance on?
Yes, I do know a way. It began with the Hyperboreans, who lived after the War of Funerary Flame. Blank looks. Maybe I should start with the background of the war. Or maybe not. It shouldn't be an issue. I'll fill in the gaps for you when we have more time. Anyway, after that war ended, the three moons retreated to beyond the false sky. The Hyperboreans were humans I once aided. They accepted the civilization and creations bestowed upon them by the angels. But despite accepting many blessings of the angels, many among them still held on to their faith in the moons. They were reluctant to accept the new order. Even after the War of Funerary Flame, they sought to contact the moon goddesses beyond the sky and receive their guidance.
I keep looking for a vision, but I'm not seeing it.
But all three had passed away by that point.
This mage has a unique method of communicating.
Oh, there it
Is
is.
he talking about
Oh,
the
she's
moon?
Pyro.
Yes, but they did not know. And so, still they prayed for the moon goddess's mercy. After building titanic structures that consumed vast amounts of Kuvaki, at last they glimpsed the moons and heard their voices. But of course, they were gravely disappointed, for it was then that they realized the three moon goddesses were dead.
Oh, that's such a sad story.
It is. humanity was in a very sorry state at that time. The angels who had once aided them were gone, and the war of funerary flames had left them homeless and destitute.
Just a second, I gotta ask. How relevant is all this history to the task at hand?
Well, I mean, it's... Okay, it seems we've drifted into irrelevant narrative waters.
Nicole's like, well, you got me there.
It's been a while since I've had the chance to speak inside someone's head. As soon as I got started, I lost control and the words just flowed out like a waterfall. What I'm trying to say is... Right, yes, that's it. The relevant part is the ritual created by the Hyperboreans. The fact that they bypassed the false sky and saw the true moons implies that they successfully built a connection between Teyvat and the outside world. Which means, with enough Kuvaki and a sufficiently stable connection, it should be feasible to send one person over the border.
Okay, so they built some kind of portal?
Oh, yes. A portal. Yes.
Yeah, a portal, yes.
Is something wrong? You sound disappointed.
I just didn't expect you to summarize it so well. It turns out I could have said all that in one word, if only I'd managed to think of it.
No, please, it's fine. This is invaluable knowledge. I'll be sure to record and preserve everything in writing.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, I suppose I could backtrack and add some more detail. I did gloss over a few things so far.
Whoa, 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 time out. Let's summarize what we've got first. The Hyperboreans were the last ones to use this method, right? So we somehow need to find whatever structure they built and make sure there's enough Kuvaki to power it up. Luckily, we have the moon marrow of both the eternal and iridescent moons, so we're all good for Kuvaki. Which means the key issue we need to focus on is finding the place. Am I right so far?
Yes. Although, I expect the structure is long gone by now. That said, what if we could take advantage of the phantoms to travel back to a time when it still existed? Well,
Travel
back
time?
isn't quite accurate. It's more like we'd be creating a handshake between 2 points in space-time. We wouldn't even have to pick a time when it still existed. It could just be a time when it still appeared in phantom form via projection, or we could project our own phantoms, fold them together, and... You look lost. Was that too hard to follow?
A little bit.
Yeah, things got a little, technical there. Paimon's brain is reaching capacity.
Alright, let me think about how to put this more simply. Okay, got it. Over the next few days, I'll search for phantoms that we can use. Once I find one that meets the criteria, I'll let you know and we'll regroup. By completing certain rituals, specific individuals will be able to enter the phantom and make it to the Hyperborean structure. If everything checks out, and it looks feasible, we'll just need to wait for Moon Prayer Night, and we can send the Moon Goddess back home. I'm really skimping on the detail here. Is this making any sense at all?
I think so. For now, we'll just wait to hear from you.
Yes. Basically, yes.
Great. Counting on you. In the meantime, we'll focus on finding the Moon Goddess's name.
My name? Are they looking for a way to stop me from disappearing?
Yes.
Excuse me, Miss...
Go on, Miss Nicole.
This conversation was a little all over the place. I didn't catch your name.
I am Lauma, of the Frost Moon Scions.
She is mother.
Ah, I did wonder. I noticed that you listened very intently when I spoke about Hyperborea and the moon's history. If you'd be interested, I'd love to visit you this evening and go through it again in greater detail. Also, if you were serious about making a record, it would be too risky to simply write down the raw details as is. I would suggest some tweaks. Maybe rewrite the stories as fairy tales or fables, perhaps even prayers. Anyway, we can cross that bridge when we come to it. So, see you later then? Oh, and no need to prepare anything. Just a cup of tea will do.
See ya!
She seems friendly.
Just a cup of tea.
It's just...
It's so nice to find someone who's actually willing to listen. I've been dying for a chance to finally go through all this systematically from start to finish. Any longer and I'd probably start forgetting it.
Now Paimon gets why Alice told us to mind our heads.
What did I tell you? A lot of quirky people in Alice's orbit.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Now then, the next order of business is, where do we start looking for the moon goddess's name?
Maybe the rest of what Nicole has to say might give us some clues.
Once I've heard her out, I'll summarize the salient points and share them with you all. I'm also inclined to review our other documents. Yes, our faith was first established by our Hyperborean ancestors,
But
but many of the more factually accurate records are from after Kutar's birth.
I have a hunch that the Fatui might know something
Sounds
too.
like we're gonna follow Columbina's journey through Devat, huh? In that case, we'll start by heading to the Frost Moon Enclave.
Sounds like a plan. Take this with you. I'll see about getting in touch with the Fatui. It'll probably just be Arlecchino and Sandroni again. They're the only ones who would want to help.
Thank you, Mr. Varka.
Don't mention it.
Albeit
Honestly, I'm more
reluctantly.
comfortable dealing with the Fatui than prying into the details of a young lady's childhood. Catch you later.
I should follow them, just in case there's some way that I can help.
Alright, to the Frostmoon Enclave.
Take it easy. A while ago, I took the time to organize all documents in our possession that pertain to Kutar. What you see here is the material I consider reliable.
You're saying there's unreliable material too?
Yes. Most of the information we have was transmitted through an oral tradition. Inevitably, some of her stories were mythologized and deified over the years through countless retellings. That's why I organized them into reliable and unreliable. There's no sense seeking answers in history unless we can ensure the veracity of the historical record.
Makes sense. Alright, let's take a look through.
Yep, let's look. Clear and concise would be one way to describe the writing of these historical records, but you could easily describe it as terse and dry. And since Llama already knows the material at the back of her hand, the quest to find new information in these texts is tough going.
Almost all these records refer to Kutar instead of Columbina. Although neither of those is her real name. Paimon's not sure what point she's trying to make.
What we can gather from these records is that the Frostmoon Scions worshipped her as a god, placing impossible expectations upon her. I cannot fault them for their earnest faith, But for all their devotion, worshipping her day in, day out changed nothing. I imagine that none of it resonated with Columbina. It wouldn't surprise me if, even back then, she had already begun to reject the name Kutar and everything it represented.
Mama speaks the truth. When I heard them call upon Kutar with hope and expectation in their voices, they may as well have been calling upon somebody else.
When you were organizing these texts, what criteria did you use?
Well, that's a bit complicated. I looked at the level of detail, perceived authenticity, prose style, and how realistic their portrayal of Kutar seemed to be. Amongst the Frostmoon Scions of today, only I know of her existence, and I alone have spoken to her face to face. As such, I know that there are certain things she simply would never do. That being said, I have sensed some changes in her lately.
Changes? Me?
Oh, seems like this is getting us nowhere. Oh, for what it's worth, why don't we check the unreliable sources too?
Sure. Give me a moment.
Exerting but a fraction of her divine might, Kutar sheared a great mass from the snow-capped mountain and cast it into the sea, upon whose surface shone the mirror image of the moon. Thus was formed the island of Hisi. Yeah, right. That doesn't even begin to pass the sniff test. The 3 moons are not but lies through and through. Only one moon has ever shone for us, and Kutar is her name.
The subjectivity is strong in this one.
The vast majority of ancient texts are filled with fanciful tales like these. I trust you understand my criteria a little better now. Kutar did not speak, merely gazing into the distance in silence. And where her gaze landed, this was her prophecy. Clearly, whoever wrote this text never even met Kutar. Otherwise, they'd know that her eyes are always closed.
What about you, Traveler? What are you reading?
Seems like a collection of anecdotes.
Come on, let Paimon see. The child wished to build a wooden nest with which to shield a fledgling bird from the cold. But being so young and lacking in strength, the child could not snap the branches from the trees. Kutar was passing by. Upon seeing the child, she summoned forth the Kuhenki, who built a beautiful nest for the child.
I remember that.
Not knowing the meaning of Kutar's divine intervention, the child dared not to respond, and thus ran home to call their parents. But Kutar was gone. The Moon Chanter declared the event a miracle and took the nest as a relic, placing it on high for all to see. The child was named as one favored by the goddess, and was greatly respected amongst the people. Yet, no further miracles were bestowed, and this matter was forgotten in but a few years. Huh. Any thoughts after reading that?
If it's true, it gives off a somewhat lonesome feeling.
Yeah. Columbina probably just wanted to join the kid in making nests.
Ah. I'd originally considered this a fabrication, because Kutar did not perform any similar actions in subsequent records. But now that I think about it, it does seem like something Columbina would do. It's just that...
She didn't know how other people would interpret her actions. She was probably worried about making things difficult for people. So, she gradually stopped joining in.
Huh.
Yes.
Oh, that's so sad.
Poor Columbina.
And now, I can make no such gestures of warmth, even if I want to.
Still no name. name. But we did learn some interesting stories. That's gotta count for something. Barca said he was gonna set up a meeting with Arlecchino and Centrone, right? Let's go back to Nasha Town and see how he's doing.
I didn't want to open up the map at mid-sentence. Okay, let's see. How are we doing on time? Okay, we have 9 minutes. We have a little bit of time before we gotta let the ads roll.
Let's see. There's Varka. Oh, and it's Durin and Albedo too.
Talk about coincidences. We meet again.
Yeah, this is pretty much the same place we bumped into each other last time.
I convinced them to stick around a little longer. We were all waiting on people, so I figured having a little company would help pass the time.
Ah, so you've been waiting for us? Does this mean that you've already arranged things with the Fatui?
Sure does. Now you're back, we can go meet up with them together. How'd your investigation of the Frost Moon Enclave go?
Well, we didn't find out Columbina's true name. But apart from that, it went pretty well.
We learned some stories from her early days.
Aha, just as well that I didn't tag along then. I'm sure our moon goddess wouldn't want every man and his dog knowing all about her private life. Still, desperate times, desperate measures, I guess. Someone had to do it.
So, Varka was waiting on us, but what about you two? Are you waiting for Alice?
Oh no, we already met with her. We discussed that experiment I mentioned to you last time. Oh, and she also handed me this communication device.
I'm sure I saw one of these back on the Golden Apple Archipelago.
That's right. I understand she informed you about the relationship between the Phantom phenomena and Tevat's borders, yes? She wants me to help her with some more experiments on that front.
I still want one of those Dotoko communication devices.
She said that she'll contact me through this device with more information.
Ah, I see. Following instructions and making observations. Pretty common research method. Takes me right back to Albedo's lab.
Wait, then who exactly are you meeting?
Someone you know. Albedo's met him too. But I don't think Miss Lauma or the Grand Master have been introduced. Introductions are overrated. Especially in cases like this.
Oh, Wanderer.
It's you!
So, it's not like the academia has prohibitions against going abroad. Also, I applied for leave.
I've been writing to Hat Guy since obtaining a human
That
form.
guy.
I've already brought him up to speed on everything that's been going on in Nodcry.
Oh, that's right. Wanderer played a big part in Durin's redemption, or not really redemption, but Durin as we see him today.
Hat guy. Turns out I actually have heard that name before.
Oh? Then why did you react the same way I did?
I only knew the name, not the fella. But since we're all here, let's do some introductions for what it's worth. I'm Varka, Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions.
And I'm a Drioche from the Vahumana Darshan of the Sumero Academia. Hat guy.
Good to see you again, Mr. Guy.
Mr. Guy.
On the boat right here.
He can't catch a break. So, they came to Nodcry together.
Mind you, the only reason I came here is because there's someone I want to look into.
Who's that?
The Doctor, also known as Dottore, second of the Fatui Harbingers.
Just as I thought.
From the tone of your voice, it sounds like there's bad blood between you.
I was reviewing our archives and noticed that a lot of information about him was missing. Left a bad taste in my mouth. That's all there is to it. Dottore, or Zondique, as he was then known, once studied at the Academia. but he got kicked out before he could graduate.
Zandik? I've heard that name before. Back when the ruins, when the Ivy King mentioned that students, that was the doctor?
So the Harbinger's #2 man is a college dropout? How embarrassing for them.
Last we heard, he was planning something. We actually heard that a few times before, even coming to Notcry. But we haven't seen a trace of him since we got here.
He only appears when something interests him. For all we know, he might have left already. But the fact he did something here at all is worth noting. It'll fill a couple extra lines in his file.
Why does it sound less like a file you're writing and more like a criminal record?
I mean, it basically is.
Anyway, we were just about to meet 2 of the other Harbingers. Want to come along? You might learn a thing or two about him there.
Sure.
Even though they're Harbingers, well, they're old acquaintances of ours, so, you know. we can
See,
talk
hi
to them.
T, how are you?
I got it.
The Frostmoon Scion's relations with the Fatui remain tense. Forgive me if I do not attend.
In that case, we'll continue assisting Miss Alice with her experiments.
Good stuff. Everyone's having a fruitful time.
I'm good, how are you? I'm doing pretty
All right, we
good,
better
thank you.
get going. I'll lead the way.
Hey, are you here for revenge?
Well, yeah. That's obviously part of it. But I'm not the only one who has a score to settle with him. Neither you, nor Lesser Lord Kusanali, nor I want to see him meddling with things again.
Fair enough. One other thing. When we return, let's talk about Columbina.
What's the hurry? Don't worry. Pigeons always know which way home is.
After the conversation ends, the group splits into 2 teams. Oh. Madam Father, I'm on my knees.
You made it. Who is this?
A scholar from Sumeru. They call him Hat Guy. He's an old friend of the Travelers.
Wait, this is the academia representative you wrote about? He doesn't exactly look the part.
I believe this will prove my identity. You'll notice it bears the seal of the Sanctuary of Surasthana.
Well, what do you know? So it does. All right then. My mistake.
It's fine. I expected as much.
What?
So as I mentioned in my letter, the Academia's got its eyes on Dottore. But this matter remains top secret. Apart from those assisting in the investigation, the fewer people who know, the better.
If anyone asks, I'm here in Notcry to pursue my personal academic interests.
Gotta say, Marka, you did pretty well to keep all this under wraps for so long. Sounds like you got in touch with the Academia about this way back.
You flatter me.
You're all Harbingers. What reason would you have to disclose information about Dottore?
Where do I even start? Remember that time we fought Rerir at Star Sand Shoal?
Arlecchino could have
He
dumped me for a
surely
wedding and I would
had
not
it
resist.
then, didn't he? I'll bet Dottore had that all sketched out, with me as his convenient little pawn.
Yeah, if we got abducted by Arlecchino for a wedding, I'd be like, no, please, let me go.
He could not care less about us if he tried, but hey! The feeling's mutual.
Does Dottore really strike you as the sort who values his relationships with his colleagues?
Damn, even his colleagues don't like the guy.
Fair point. Definitely not.
Which is why I always keep my guard up whenever he starts making suspicious moves. To that extent, our motivations align. On top of which, I consider you trustworthy people.
Yeah, that is saying something that even his colleagues don't like him.
Now, back on topic. In the wake of the Reikir of Solnari episode, Sandrone and I grew suspicious about Dottore's complete inaction during the entire affair.
I love her.
So
I
we
love her
tried to
so
find
much.
out what he'd been up to, but unfortunately to no avail.
It's like, do I call her mommy or daddy? That's the question.
He never lets anyone in on his plans. The more he cares about something, the more secretive he gets.
Indeed. Perhaps he believes that by keeping a low profile, he can avoid trouble. But that trick isn't going to work on his colleagues.
Yeah, I mean, he's been researching the ancient moon's remnants. And he's been trying to get his paws on the moon marrows. Only an idiot would believe he doesn't have something more planned.
With this in mind, I returned to Snezhnaya and relayed my thoughts to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, entreating her to have him recalled.
That's pretty direct. Did the Tsaritsa agree?
Yes. I made it abundantly clear that the Fatui's business in Nodcry is almost concluded, and we do not need 3 harbingers in this territory. Her Majesty concurred.
Well, at least Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Oh, Yuria Hope, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Void Legion. How are you today?
Accordingly, Dottore has returned at her orders. I imagine he is continuing with experiments, which no one besides he would ever have any interest in.
Common sense might mean nothing to him, but he's not stupid. He knows that no good
Me
can come
Stews,
from
one more
opposing
time.
the Tsaritsa. Smarts alone won't get him all the way. He needs the Rooster's resources and Regrator's Mora, both of which the Tsaritsa can strip from him by waggling a finger.
But doesn't he have a track record of publicly following orders while going against them in private? He probably has it down to a fine art by now.
Wouldn't put it past him. We worked together on a research project once. Only briefly, but it was enough to show me that we're fundamentally different people.
So far, what I'm gathering is none of his colleagues like him.
He has no interest in doing things methodically, stage by stage. His thoughts jump all over the place, and the moment his curiosity is satisfied, or he gets the results he wants, he disappears. The only similarity we share is that, once we set our minds on doing something, we will see it done, whatever it takes.
Oh, we definitely saw some of that in your battle with Rerir. You got so competitive.
I bet the only harbinger he feared was Capitano. Well, yeah, Capitano was #1, so probably one of the few people that's more powerful than him.
Ugh, do not remind me.
In fact, I'm willing to bet the only people more powerful than Capitano are Piero, and of course, that's Tsaritsa herself. Well, at least as far as the Fatui is concerned.
Then I believe we all concur. Dottore will not simply give up.
Fantastic. Now this is turning into a whole day of unpleasant memories. Ugh. Are you talking about the moon marrow stuff?
Man, when we finally go to Snezhnaya, meeting the Tsaritsa is going to be interesting, to say the least.
He also strikes me as the kind of person to disregard experimental regulations, ruin all the equipment, and go way over budget. Then leave the first person he can find to deal with the fallout.
Exactly. This one time, he was running some high-temperature experiment and the substance exploded. But does he care? No. He orders his subordinates to open the device so he can observe the results, which causes the gas inside to leak out.
So that's what you named him? Yeah, I named him Angelust, which means redemption in German.
That gas was poisonous. If I hadn't been there, who knows how many people might have died.
Actually, it means redeemed or redemption. I forgot it was one or the other.
And after all that, he left while I was still cleaning up after his mess. What a waste of time, he said. A waste of time?
Well, I named him Mr. Fandango.
He wasted my time!
You've been bottling that up for a while, huh?
Hat guy, I must say, you seem awfully familiar with internal Fatui affairs, especially when it comes to Dottore.
Thank you, Lady Harbingers, for providing such valuable information. I have no other questions for now, so I'll be on my way.
Wait, what? You're just gonna leave?
You're welcome to join if you want.
Plus, I don't think Hoyo is going to make a character with that name. Probably not.
Ugh. Just when Paimon thought he'd finally mellowed out.
He makes quite the impression.
I'll say. I've met tons of headstrong people, but not many of them would join me in bad-mouthing Dottore. Anyway, back to the main agenda. Barca, you said that Columbina has gone missing? Or rather, disappeared.
Yeah. We're working on building a connection between her and this world. The simplest method is to find out her real name.
I've actually asked her that question before, but she said she didn't know. Considering our relationship, I doubt she was lying to me.
She could have just given you a pseudonym.
As far as I recall, she was never dispatched by Her Majesty to claim a gnosis or anything like that. The Tsaritsa's plans had long contained a place.
I see a little silhouette of a man.
I always thought that was weird. What could she do that the rest of us couldn't? Knowing what we do now, it's probably something related to Kavaki, right? More than likely. When she first arrived, Columbina would often go to Her Majesty and ask when she could start the task assigned to her. But Her Majesty always gave the same reply. The time has not yet come. So she spent her days in Snezhnaya doing basically nothing. The Tsaritsa has summoned a beautiful blind maiden to be a harbinger.
You scratch my back, I'll
See,
scratch
thank you for
yours.
Only of her enchanting voice.
You got a treat. Let's go.
It was a dumb and stupid rumor, but the reality of the situation made it hard to refute.
And what happened after that?
I imagine she stopped caring. She no longer seemed to care why she had been recruited, and Her Majesty never gave her any missions, so she just continued to sing in the flower garden. For my part, I was busy. So busy, in fact, that watching someone be that idol had me fuming. But still, I got the sense that she had long been used to a life of other people claiming she was needed when she wasn't.
I just felt that having a place to stay would cost me something eventually. And so I waited quietly for the day that I would have to pay the price.
And on the other end of that spectrum, you had me. Someone once told me that I had the lousiest work and the toughest luck. That's a good way of putting it.
I think I've rarely gotten hoots out with that redeem. Yeah, you've been winning the 50-50, so to speak, with the trick or treat redeem.
I forget who said it, but those words have always stuck with me.
Sounds like something Angelos would say. No wonder.
But you've done your job exceptionally well all this time. Because at heart, you are a conscientious person.
Thanks for telling us all this.
What is it?
You've been pranked!
Ah, you got tricked, Vexus, but that's what you wanted. I want to shout it to her from the rooftops.
That makes sense. Nothing screams you are needed like your name shouted from across the town.
Well, good luck with it. But if you ask me, Columbina is still the most shoutable name.
Well, we've only ever heard you shout it.
I'm just so used to it now. After all the arguments we've had, I can't be bothered trying to remember another name for her.
Nor I.
Sandrone. Harlequino.
He chat further about interesting moments from Columbina's past. Hey!
Huh! It's a Sealy! Does that mean Nicole has news for us?
Ladies, I thank you for your hospitality. If the chance ever comes up, I definitely owe you both a drink sometime.
I'm sure it will.
You can make your own way out. Heck, you've been here enough times, you probably know your way around better than I do.
Take care, everyone.
Okay, time to do what adventurers do best. Follow that Sealy!
Yep. Couldn't you use the review thing for the missed text? I tried. It does not do that for the for those screens. Okay, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and let these ads run, and when we come back, we'll continue the story. All right, welcome back, everybody. Legendary Hedgie, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Void Legion. I hope you're enjoying your stay so far. But yeah, Yuria Hope, Hedgie, don't let me call you out of lurk, but how'd you find my stream if you don't mind my asking? If you want to lurk though, that's fine. But I'm just curious.
Oh, hat guy.
How come you're back so soon? Did things go all right with the Fatui?
Fine. Dotori's been summoned home by the Tsaritsa. Couldn't get much more than that. How about you? Any progress with the investigation?
Unfortunately not. We've tried everything. Different phantoms, different locations, different points in history. But the results were the same each time.
Abyssal monsters roaming the land. People crying out in despair, with no hope of being rescued.
Every time I see it, I can't help but think, is this what it was like in Mondstadt when Dragonspine Durin attacked? And if I fail in the task I've been given, will I create yet another tragedy?
That's just meaningless speculation.
When we encountered similar phenomena previously, I tried to interfere with those illusions, using sounds and lights to guide them. However, we could not change their fates. At most, we were able to extend their existences.
The events of the past are like fate that has been written into Irminsul. There isn't a living thing in Teyvat that can escape its past.
But Miss Alice instructed us to try to find ways to change the outcome that these phantoms face.
It's an impossible task. Can't you just refuse?
Since she asked us to do this, I feel like it can't truly be impossible. Or if it is, well, mages can make the impossible possible. I could not have been born as Durin otherwise.
But you also said that your past 39 attempts were fruitless.
That's true.
But you're still going.
Yes.
After this many futile attempts, surely you realize that you're not doing this because you still believe what some mage told you. It's because you want her hypothesis to come true. It's something you wish for deep inside. So, think for yourself about what you want to do. As long as you don't believe it's futile, it isn't.
To think Past Wanderer would have been condescending about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Previous experience indicates that we cannot touch the phantoms, which limits the effectiveness of our interventions. If we want to clear this hurdle, we need to break this rule somehow.
Same thought here. Following the same rules means repeating the same failures. Reducing ourselves to mere playthings of fate.
So you mean we need to figure out a way to make contact with them despite knowing that we can't?
Yes, and I suspect that's something only you are capable of. Everything in Teyvat is logged in Irminsul, but the withering that once occurred in Sumeru was a sign that the Great World Tree was being corrupted.
This corruption allowed things that should not have existed in Teyvat to appear. This is tantamount to rewriting reality to an extent.
You're saying abyssal power might be able to affect those phantoms?
No one's ever tried it before. If you're gonna try it, it'll take courage. And you have to be confident that you can control it.
Is anyone there? Has anyone seen my daughter? She's missing. I have to find her. I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there? Ah!
If I can use my abyssal powers to warn him that there is danger here, maybe it'll change his decision. Maybe he'll stay away.
Yes. The important thing is not the nature of the power, but rather how you use it.
To intimidate and obstruct.
Let me try. I should be able to influence that thing.
seen a little girl?
What? This isn't the time for that! Just run!
I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there?
Oh.
What is this? Looks dangerous. I should get out of here.
He really left. Huh, we did it.
Don't celebrate too soon. Follow him. See what he does next.
He does have a good point. It's a bit early to celebrate.
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
No, there's monsters ahead. Wait, is that the barrier I saw earlier? Why is it appearing now? It's as if someone's controlling it.
Because someone is controlling it. Oh, that's wasn't it.
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
There's monsters ahead.
Yep, he ain't gonna find him there.
The monsters are gone. The barrier's gone too. How odd.
Because someone is controlling it. It was me. That's basically how it went.
Going.
Quickly, let's keep up.
Wait, there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go.
This. Does anybody else hate it when they get that singing in their nose, but then the sneeze never comes out?
Wait, there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked.
We might be able to use the explosives over there, but we need to take care not to hurt him. I'll use the barrier to keep him at a safe distance.
This barrier seems to be helping me somehow.
Think of the boops. And think of hydrate. I just drank right now, actually.
Hey, wake up! Oh, no good. Gotta keep moving ahead. So many monsters!
There's still a chance, Durin. Use the traps.
Wait for it. Shit.
Help me!
Okay, that did it.
This is a new development. I've never seen this happen before. We might just be able to save this person.
Hello there. Have you seen my daughter? Spargana's her name. She's carrying a large backpack.
Get out while you still can, you fool. You won't find any survivors here.
But I can't just leave her here. She must be so scared right now.
Sorry. Wish I could help, but I haven't seen her. You'll just have to keep looking.
Okay, thank you. If I do find her, I'll get her to shelter and come back for you.
Don't bother. I've got nowhere left to go.
What's that noise? Monster!
No, if he goes inside, he'll be walking into a trap. Let's try this once more. This time, we have to stop him.
Rescue has reached a dead end. All that can be done now is wait for another chance. Nope.
Why? How will I know where Spargana's gone like this? You know what? I'll trust this strange barrier. It's gotten me this far after all.
Yep, just trust the strange barrier that is conveniently protecting you from everything you try to walk into.
What? Hey! Let us out! Spargana, are you there?
Yep, just turn around and move along with your journey.
Huh? That looks like one of my daughter's books. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, it's one of hers for sure. That's her name on it right there. She left her backpack here.
Durin, just like last time. Use the explosives.
Omae wa mou shindeiru.
It won't work. There's not enough left. If he makes it in, he'll die. But then, this clue could be the key to him finding his daughter.
It might not be the only one. Better he misses that clue than loses his life.
I guess so.
Okay, so this time, don't let him in.
Stop him, Durin. We can't let him get any further in.
That's my daughter's book! She's passed this way! Why? Why won't you let me go in? I've searched and searched and searched just for this! But how will I find her without any clues? I no longer have anywhere else to go.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He refuses to go anywhere else. Whether he opens this door or not, all that awaits him now is death. We couldn't change his fate. Albedo? Hat guy? let's try one more time. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but I don't want to give up either.
Why am I here? What's going on? All these scenes running through my head. Where are they from?
Huh? What's going on?
His reactions have changed.
How many times have I... What's happening to me? I
had to pop my back.
Huh? Wait. Who are you?
You can see us now?
I feel like I always could, but that I only just realized you were there. I'm sorry, I don't know how to describe what I'm feeling. But you were the ones guiding me using that marked barrier, right? I haven't done anything yet, but those monsters, those deaths, they feel like memories. Like
After this dialogue already, we're gonna vote for Husbando of the Week. I put a couple of characters in there that I'm really surprised was never put in the original ranking to begin with.
I won't find my daughter. In fact, I'll ultimately die trying to find her. Isn't that right?
Well, no, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Even so, we're trying to find a way out of this.
You've not seen my daughter either, have you? It seems she really isn't here.
I'm sorry we couldn't help you.
I'm just tired. Maybe this is destiny. Maybe it doesn't matter how hard I search. How long do I have left?
Experience says 15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20. Thank you for all your help.
Weak no matter what you look at it.
Just a while. You look exhausted too.
Now's not the time for you to start pitying us.
It's not pity. I'm just realizing that I've only got 10 or so minutes left. You know? You say you're from Mondstadt, yes? A place with windmills, where people enjoy limitless freedom? And you're from Sumeru, where they've built an academy into a giant tree?
Yes. It seems you've never heard of either place.
Those names are unknown to me, I'm afraid, yes. Have you heard of Hyperborea?
I have, but I heard that it was destroyed in the distant past.
I see. That was where my ancestors once lived. What about Delphi Pytho? Was it later rebuilt?
That's a new name to me too.
I've never heard that name.
Then what about Sal Vindaknir?
I have seen that name on stone tablets on Dragonspine. But I'm afraid the only things left of that place are its ruins.
I see. Sure enough, there was no way to turn this around, huh? I'm sorry. I was the one who asked you that, but it seems like we're too many ages apart. There's barely any common ground to start from.
It's all right. We did hear something new, at least.
From how you speak of your lives, things must be going all right for you, I guess.
They are. Mondstadt is a place of freedom and happiness. There's a lot of good people in the church and the Knights of Favonius, and even outsiders find that it's an easy place to feel at home. We have festivals a few times a year. Everyone gets together to drink, sing, and be merry.
Sumeru is a lot more uptight. Not really the kind of place where you can relax. It's a nation fraught with problems wherever you look. But if all you want in life is to seek knowledge, I guess it's pretty much paradise.
That's wonderful. In other words, after this all-devouring black tide passed, humanity did not merely avoid extinction, but rose to build prosperous civilizations anew. I mean, I can see you all right now. That must mean the future isn't a total mess, right?
That's true.
Well, time's almost up. Let's part ways, I think. Might be best if you don't waste too much time on me. The chances are slim, I know, but I'd like to spend these last few minutes looking for Spargana. If things work out, I'd love to tell her about what I've heard. May we meet again. Well, or not, most probably. In that case, may your wishes come true.
He's gone. In a few minutes, he will meet the end that was his to begin with. The ending of this tale did not change, but I believe that we've just made the most progress we have yet.
May your wishes come true. If only it were so simple.
Hat guy, could I ask you a question?
Hmm?
You've never talked about your past. It seems complicated, and it weighs heavily on you, too. Would you be willing to tell me about it? I mean, sometimes it's better to get things out in the open. Take that guy we try to help, for instance. At least he said goodbye with a smile, right? I know about Albedo's past. Our experiences are very similar, and he created me. As for you, you're my first friend, and you've witnessed every step I've taken. But by comparison, I know nothing about you. Either way, I mean, we're still best friends. But if I knew more about you, I might understand your thoughts a bit better.
I've told you about myself. I'm a student at the academia.
And what did you do before that?
Prepared for the entrance exam?
All right. If you really don't want to talk about it, I won't press you any further.
I mean, he spent an entire arc trying to erase himself from history.
I was a puppet built from the branches of a white tree, using technology left behind by the Conrian schools of mechanical engineering.
A white tree? You mean an Irminsul tree?
Yes, a branch of Irminsul that was once connected to the main tree.
So you had a human creator too?
Yeah, but my creator abandoned me after deciding that I was a failure. After that, Durin, resisting the influence of the Abyss, suppressing the urge to destroy, trying to do the right thing. None of these things are easy. But no matter how hard they are, trying to rewrite past wrongs is far harder. You asked me if you would create a new tragedy if you failed. I told you there was no point speculating about that.
Hi, Cloudy. How are you?
But the real answer is, yes, you absolutely will.
Oh, thank you for the hug. And thank you for collecting Daily Void Shard.
That guy.
But at least you've got people here to help steer you away from the wrong path. So, just keep aiming towards the light.
I will. I promise.
Hey, let me check my levels real quick. Now that's a lie. I know your kawaii levels are way higher than that. 92% down bad. But 69% kawaii. Nice.
All right, break time's over.
A 100% Vexus.
Hello, Durin speaking.
Okay, so this dialogue is gonna go for a while, so let's go ahead and vote for Husband of the Week, shall we? So again, everybody, we vote for Husband of the Week every Thursday. So if you want to see your favorite video game or anime husband to win, all you need to do is nominate them in the Discord. All I ask is, video game or anime characters only, and this should go without saying, but no Shotas, please. Other than that, go crazy. So first up, a character I'm really surprised nobody nominated sooner, Axel from the Kingdom Hearts series. And I checked, he's all right. He is characterized by a dramatic shift, starting as manipulative and cold assassin for Organization 13 before developing into a loyal and passionate friend. Initially, he is sarcastic, cunning, and a skilled liar who ruthlessly eliminates enemies without remorse, according to his characterization in 1.5's Chain of Memories. Axel, last name Lotl. God damn it. However, after forming a bond with Roxas and Zion, he becomes more emotional protective, ultimately showing genuine care and desire for justice. Next up, a character that I'm really surprised didn't make it into the nomination sooner. We have Kratos from God of War. I will say it, he looks like an emo ginger Zack Fair. You know what? Yeah, you're not wrong. Kratos' first poll? Yeah, I looked at the list. Kratos never got nominated. Kratos' personality evolves dramatically, shifting from a ruthless, rage-filled adventure warrior in the Greek era to a stoic, burdened, and reserved father to the Norse in the Norse saga. Learning control, compassion, and the weight of consequence, though still defined by his immense strength, grim determination, and deep-seated trauma, he's a complex anti-hero, brutal and single-minded when driven by vengeance, but capable of profound love and sacrifice for his family, grappling his monstrous past while trying to be a better man. Yeah, this is definitely shown in the God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok. He's just trying his best to be a good father and trying to make up for his past wrongdoings. As much as the Greek pantheon deserved it, well, most of them anyways, Kratos is trying to become a better man, and he's shown to be a great father. And last but not least, another character that I'm really surprised, that I'm also surprised didn't make it, Cloudy screaming daddy behind the screen. We have Lucio from Overwatch. He has an energetic, positive, and socially conscious personality, known as a charismatic Brazilian DJ and freedom fighter who uses music to inspire and uplift others. In promoting unity and equal rights against oppression, often characterized by his catchphrase, "Can't stop, won't stop," and an optimistic move-forward attitude. He's a symbol of hope and activism, always looking for ways to help his team and fight for a better world, even in the heat of battle. So again, everybody, your nominees are Axel from the Kingdom Hearts series, Kratos from the God of War series. Hey, thank you for the 3-stream streak, Cloudy. And Lucio from Overwatch. Anyway, let me go ahead and get this poll started. And yeah, I was surprised that that Kratos never made the running either. And all right, poll is up, everybody. Get your votes in. I feel like this poll got unfair. Wait, how so? Because Kratos is in it, or?
Hello, friends, it's me. What have you been up to?
Oh, hi, Alice.
I'm detecting some unmistakable fluctuations here at the border. The amplitude isn't particularly high, but they're completely different signals from the ones before, and the scale is comparable.
Kratos overshadows big time, so it seems.
Alice, we were unable to save that person. However, he appears to have retained a portion of the memories gained through that cycle, and was able to hold a conversation with us.
Oh, hey T, could you do me a favor? Could you go into the Discord and tell me if you can see the threads for Waifu Wednesday and Husbando of the Week? Cause my concern is people aren't seeing it.
I see. Well, that is rather odd indeed. It definitely merits further attention. Could I trouble you to keep trying the same approach? I need to gather some more data. Counting on you. I should probably have Nicole come and check this out as well.
5 completed.
There you are.
I see his
was worried
Bandu,
you
but
might
not
start to
waifu.
collect treasure chests opened by the Seelie along the way. It would have taken you so much longer to get here.
Hang on a second. Let me check something real quick. Yeah, it should be under threads. I know. Should I make them into separate tabs again? Because I have a feeling that some people are having a hard time seeing them.
Another conversation I cannot hear.
I am delighted to see that you understand what takes priority, and that your adventurer's instinct has not swayed your resolve. Really, I must applaud you for it. You should know.
Paimon's head.
Okay, I'll try and keep it short. My senses are telling me that this is where we shall find the entrance to the ruins.
Oh, cool! What are we waiting for? Let's open it.
I saw this Wanda thread under the wife Husband tab, but the other wasn't there. Yeah, I think I might just, I don't know, I might make a separate category called stream submissions. Yeah, I'll hang on. I think here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a separate category called stream submissions. Because that way it's easier to find for both Media React and for both Media React and I can't talk today. For both Media React and Waifu of the Week and Husbando of the Week. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, sorry everybody. This might take you a bit, but I feel like this needs to be done. Yeah, I have a feeling that making it into a thread is kind of making it hard for people to see. Yeah, I see what you mean, T. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I put together a I put it into a thread to make with good intentions to make, you know, to make it accessible. But unfortunately it's not so easy. Yeah, sorry everybody. This will only take me a minute. But yeah, this needed to be done. Otherwise, I'm gonna forget about it later. I know, and maybe should I make the winner so far also a thread within, make it a thread. Wow, I can't talk today. Make it a thread in the wife of the week tab, just so we're, just so it's not cluttering it. Oh shoot. Let's see, headcanon. They're watching you do this via Kuhenki powered screen.
Patience. This was a sanctuary of great importance to the Hyperboreans. A special process is required to open the gate.
Yeah, again, sorry for the delay, everybody. I'm just really need to make sure that yeah, I made them into threads to I made them into threads to I made them into threads out of good intentions, but it seems it just made it more difficult for people to find. So I apologize for that. Hang on, I messed up again. 1 second. There we go. By the way, before you go in there, right, make sure ads will sorry, take a small break. It'll be a long one. Okay. I'll be sure to do that. Oh, and Kratos won Husbando of the Week, with everybody else getting 1 vote each. So, great job, everybody. Let's hear it for Kratos, shall we? Oh, hang on. I forgot to post the gifs in Triggerfire. Give me just a moment. But yeah, it had to be done right there. Otherwise I was gonna forget about it later. Yeah, thank you all for your patience. Launch trigger fire any moment. Thank you. Was it really surprising? Not really. I think what's more surprising is the fact that he hadn't been nominated until this point. And well, Mace Hughes, it was nice having you, but it's time for Dad of Boy to take the throne. It's like I find it funny that he went from you know, merciless killing machine that dispatched the Greek pantheon to Dad of Boy.
Like the place that housed the Eternal Moon's marrow?
Okay, so what's the plan? Need us to do anything? And just the short version, if you can.
But T, will we be able to do this within the hour? I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and run the ads anyway, but we'll be able to do this within the hour. Because if not, I wonder if it'd be worth pushing to next week. Well, while we're waiting on that, I'm gonna go ahead and run the ads so we're not interrupted. So I'll be right back, everybody. right, everybody, welcome back. Anyway, let's continue on. Whatever after so for what I'm seeing, the rest of the quest we won't be able to finish, but the domain we will be able to. So we'll finish the domain, and then we'll move whatever we have left to next week, which I will be putting a schedule out for Sunday.
Ah, all right then. I was planning to start with some background on the invention of these techniques. Are you sure you don't want to hear it? It's quite informative.
Remember what you were saying about priorities?
Fine. Simply put, we need 3 human representatives to successfully undergo a process of Kuvaki resonance. Think of it as a test from the 3 moon goddesses to see if the entrants are qualified, with the most recognizable qualification being Kuvaki.
Pretty sure Lauma would ace that test. Oh, wait. But we need 3 people.
I also have no doubt that the Moon Chanter would be qualified, but we would need 2 other people with the same constitution. Therefore, the most feasible method is not so much to follow the rules, but to figure out how the test functions and find a workaround. I've done some research, and it turns out the mechanism is rather crude. We'll simply need humans to stand before it who have sufficient Kuvaki energy within them.
I'm with you so far. How do we get the Kuvaki in them?
The easiest way would be transfusion. Take some Kuvaki from Nodcry's soil, put it into the bloodstream, and get it circulating in the body.
So we're going to cheat on the test?
Precisely. There are other methods, but this is the simplest one. Cheat? Huh?
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. They're trying to hide from it.
Sorry? Does the idea of cheating upset you, Miss Lauma?
No, that's not it. I suddenly had an idea.
Oh?
Ooh, what is it?
It's about Moon Prayer Night. I figured out a way for Kutar to join in the festivities.
Huh?
But as Paimon said, we need to have our priorities straight. Let's get back to the test. I'll follow up with Nefer on the festival arrangements.
Oh, okay. Anyway, is this really the best method we have? A Kuvaki transfusion sounds dangerous, no matter how you slice it.
If you think that's dangerous, wait till you hear the other methods. I'd be more than happy to go through them if you'd like. There are several.
No need, we're good. Let's go with this one.
Very well. Kuvaki transfusion it is. Now, I should mention that the risks can be greater or lower depending on individual compatibility. It would be rash to simply infuse the Kuvaki and hope for the best. If the body rejects it, the reaction can be quite severe.
Oh, random question, everybody. Who's gonna be watching the Expedition 33 awards tonight?
The symptoms are similar to another condition that some people living here suffer from, known as congenital Kuvaki sensitivity. So, before we execute our plan, I will perform a simple test of my own to see who is compatible and who is not. Once that is done, we will have to complete the resonance process as rapidly as possible. The participants must remain stationary while the Kuvaki circulates and bonds with them, and they mustn't eat or drink anything.
What? No eating or drinking?
Figures that's the one that Paimon's worried about.
Some hardcore fasting. They'll all be monks by the time they're through.
How long will they have to keep that up?
3 days.
Oh, that's so long! And we still need to find 2 more people who are not just compatible, but also all willing to volunteer.
Fasting? What are they talking about?
I'm willing to volunteer.
Really? Don't you want to think this through?
Haha, count me in too. 3 days without food? I can handle that. Miss Nicole has made it clear that this is the easiest way. The way I see it, there's nothing else to discuss. It's time to step up.
Compared to having Columbina disappear completely, fasting for a few days is nothing.
Yeah, you're right. In that case, Paimon volunteers to be captain of logistics.
Figured she wouldn't give up food.
Some spare clothes to keep you comfortable.
Good work,
And
Paimon.
we'll start with you first, traveler. Please step forward. How's it going? Do you feel anything?
No.
How about now?
No.
And now?
Still nothing.
What about now?
Nothing at all.
You guys, it's not a competition, you know.
All right, I'm officially impressed. Even as a descender, you can withstand far more than I imagined. It's like I summoned a giant stone titan to arm wrestle you, and your arm hasn't even moved an inch.
Let's say Husband of the Week updated. Dang it, why does it never update? I hit refresh multiple times, but it still never refreshes with the correct redeem.
In my last attempt, I infused 5 times the amount of Kuvaki required.
That much?
Yes. Safe to say, compatibility won't be an issue for you. You're eligible to join. You're next, Mr. Varka.
Sure, here goes nothing.
All right. I'll start where we left off. 5 times the required Kuvaki dose.
Whoa, 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 hey, wait a minute.
Wasn't that face?
How's it going?
I don't think he's singing it so well.
No, not great.
That face!
Feels like I've been drinking too much. A few bottles of wine and a big stein of Dark Horse. Some hard liquor from Leo mixed in. You think this is funny? I just lost to a young lady in an arm wrestling contest. I'm never gonna live that down.
My apologies. I'll lower the concentration and try again.
Oh.
How's it going now?
I'm not as dizzy as last time, but I can still feel it pulsing around.
In that case, you wouldn't be an ideal choice, Mr. Varka. Let's try someone else.
Okay. Let's go ask some of our other friends then.
Let's see, Llama? Will she be able to?
No surprises here, Miss Smoonchanter. You're perfectly compatible. You may join.
Nefer. How's she gonna handle it? Not that well, apparently.
I'm getting a slight headache.
Shame. You were so close.
Yehoda?
Whoa! I'm itching all over!
I adore her facial expression so much.
Allergic reaction. We can't have that.
Huh?
I know.
Well, are you gonna start a what?
The Hexen Circle is an organization that cares for and protects children. We will not have them do dangerous things. Not even tests.
Okay. So there is a line. An episode robot.
Is something the matter?
And if it's a robot, I don't think this will work.
The candidates have to be human.
I guess that rules me out too.
Huh. Everyone except the Moonshander got beaten. Guess I don't need to feel so bad after all. I mean, looks like this isn't gonna be as easy as we thought.
Perhaps I could ask for volunteers among the Frost Moon Scions.
I'll see about talking to some trusted Lightkeeper colleagues. Itlua springs to mind.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Flynn's is technically a Fae.
In fact, I think we had some former Frost Moon Scions join our ranks recently.
Can you give me the scientific explanation for how the test works? I can probably make some kind of test bot. Then we can just zip through Nasha Town, going up to people and pressing a button to check their status. Wouldn't that be way easier?
No.
Wow! No elaboration for once.
How about I contact the Knights of Favonia's garrison in the Wave Chaser plane? Shame that Lohan's already left. That guy's even tougher than I am.
Strange. The moon goddess is clearly revered by many people. So why is she on the brink of disappearing?
She mentioned that the world has rejected her from the very beginning.
And when we fought the Reikir of Salnari, it seemed like she exhausted her power for our sake.
Also, I'm not sure revered is the right word for how people feel about her.
Gratitude, certainly. For my part, anyway.
It's basic reciprocity. She helped us, so she deserves our help in return.
Yeah. Even though she looked like she didn't care, she still saved a ton of people, including me.
A review of the relevant data leads me to conclude that Miss Columbina is a good person.
Yep, you bet!
They really think so?
I'm super surprised that Columbina isn't her actual name, though. I think it really suits her. It's light and graceful and... yeah, just a really pretty name.
I know, right?
Unfortunately, that's not our decision to make.
Columbina. That was the code name the Fatui gave me. But it also came up in the song I heard when I was born. But... is that really all there is to it? Is there anyone left who will still call me by that name?
She told me to pick whichever name took my fancy. Why'd I pick Columbina? Maybe because I felt that she never wanted to become Kutad and be worshipped as a god.
Moon Prayer Night is getting closer by the day. We're running out of time. We need to look for other candidates.
Arlecchino.
Then allow me to try.
Huh? What are you doing here?
You contacted your friends via the Adventurers Guild. Sandrone has been keeping an eye out for something like that, so she informed me. Since I have the ability to accommodate a moon marrow, I should prove to be a suitable candidate.
All right.
When can we begin?
I see. We can begin right away. How was it? Did you feel any discomfort?
Not at all.
There you have it. She's compatible.
It seems we shan't need to look for additional candidates after all.
Great! Cool. Alright, like Paimon said, the rest of us can take turns making sure the three of them stay warm and comfy.
Then, my job is to take care of the caretakers. I will ensure everyone receives food and accommodation.
Let's do this. No time to waste.
I'm ready as well.
For Columbina. See, thank you for the lurk. Aww. Don't intervene, Paimon.
The work is done. The sacred scroll shut. The stars grow dim, the people silent. The white sun sets, the silver moon rises. O path to the temple, appear now before us.
Wow! It really opened!
So that's what all this is about. They've been trying to open this gate.
Come, let us enter.
Wait.
It might be best to eat something first. Take care to chew properly and swallow slowly. It will give your body time to readjust to the digestion process.
Yeah, we haven't eaten anything in 3 days. We need to do that.
And soon, they will need to enter this gate. Huh? I cannot pass through. Is it because I have no physical body? It has been 3 days. My strength is all but completely faded. Can I really hold on until Moon Prayer Night?
Oh yeah, we have a wish to claim. Hang on. I kind of want to use this before we continue. Oh, 4-star. Oh yay, another Yehoda-con. Let's go. So she's C2 now. Okay, let's head in. I think this will be fine. After we finish this domain, we'll go ahead and raid out.
Are these people...
Judging by their clothes, they appear to be phantom Hyperboreans from the distant past.
That could mean they have some clues about the moon goddess's name, right? Hey there! Could you tell us what the moon goddess's name is? Sorry. That's probably a weird question, huh? How do we explain this?
The moons are long gone, and their goddesses are dead. Their names no longer mean anything. When a new moon goddess is born, we will surely know her name. We have used every last resource at our disposal. All that remains is to wait, patiently and quietly.
Were the people of the past all this devout? It looks like this phantom doesn't intend to converse with us any further.
Surely the new moon goddess he speaks of must be Columbina. Alas, Kuthar's birth came long after the age in which he lived.
Salvation did not come.
But, maybe if we find a phantom from a more recent age, they might know Columbina's real name.
True. Keep an eye out. We should be able to tell which era they're from by the clothes they wear.
Nicole, something to say on the matter?
Yeah, you've been pretty talkative this whole time. What changed?
Oh, nothing. I'm fine. You all make good points.
Nicole is very pretty. I kind of want to pull for her too.
When the Hyperboreans speak of moon goddesses, they mean the three from truly ancient times. I can't imagine they would know anything about our current moon goddess. There once was a time when the moon goddesses blessed them greatly and protected them from harm. So, when the war between the gods and dragons plunged the world into chaos, it seems they looked once more to the moons for help, praying for a new goddess to be born.
Yeah, that checks out.
Let's continue on. Who knows what else we may discover?
Yep, let's keep going.
There's a door blocking this path.
Not a problem. Try this.
Whoa! How did that door suddenly collapse?
This device was maintaining the door's integrity. Remove the core, and the device stops working.
Is this our destination?
Oh, look, Economia.
More precisely, this is a device that will help us reach our destination. Let's go. We still have a long distance to cover.
Yep, we still got a long ways to go. Just keep breaking doors.
The way ahead is blocked by broken rocks. Oh.
Let's try that device again. Remember the door from earlier?
That did it.
So it works in reverse too.
The humans we see are all phantoms, but the monsters are real. What a fascinating place.
There'll be plenty of time to admire it later.
That wasn't very nice.
Not going anywhere. Woohoo!
Watch out! The story has only just begun!
La la la.
Quietly now. Game's up. Fun's
Da da da. Woo. Ooh, there's a whole bunch of artwork in here. Seems pretty old. Nicole, this is probably your area of expertise. What do all these paintings mean?
Let me see. To understand these murals requires some knowledge of the history surrounding the War of Funerary Flame. I shared a little of this with Lauma before.
Yes, I think I follow. The dispute between the Moon Sisters, the transformation by Nibelung.
Sounds like a long story.
Oh no, it's no trouble. I'd be delighted to share the tale again.
Alright then.
Tevat's 3 moons and their goddesses were brought into being by the will of Nibelung, the then ruler of Tevat. But when the heavenly principles came, they changed the world completely, down to its very foundations. The moon goddesses were nowhere near strong enough to challenge this entity, but the heavenly principles did not view them as heretical entities that had to be removed. Essentially, the 3 moons existed to keep this planet alive and operational. which did not directly conflict with the heavenly principle's aims. Nevertheless, the inherent precariousness of this arrangement would soon be revealed.
Nibelung returned. Yes.
He did, and thus began the War of Funerary Flame, a battle for dominance between Nibelung and the heavenly principles. Discord would soon emerge between the three Moon Sisters.
Discord?
One would voice the opinion that they should follow Nibelung, for it was he who first hung the moons in the sky. Another would argue that taking sides in the conflict would only bring the world closer to ruin. There was no telling where it would lead. Especially since their creator had returned, bearing the perilous power of the abyss. Nibelung would eventually discover their disloyalty. He had all three imprisoned before transforming the moons into weapons with which to fight against the heavenly principles.
What? Weapons?
Yes. The very moons that had once defended the planet became instruments of death and destruction, striking terror into the hearts of all living things.
Sorry, buddy. I'm just updating something real quick.
And although the heavenly principles and the three Moon Sisters had once been at peace, it now seemed that the moons posed an unacceptable threat to Teyvat. It is possible that the heavenly principles did not know of the goddess's imprisonment. If so, the weaponization of the moons would surely have been viewed as an intentional breach of the peace agreement.
What happens then?
Regardless of who knew what, when, the heavenly principles shattered two moons and flung the other beyond the skies. Whether the goddesses managed to escape Nibelung's captivity after his fall, nobody knows. But this much is certain. From that day on, the moons no longer belonged to Teyvat. The rejection slowly drained their power until eventually they passed away.
So that's the full story.
You say the moons ceased belonging to Teyvat from then on. Why then would Columbina be born here?
That is perhaps due to the lingering connection between the Frost Moon, which was not shattered, and this world. You could see it, they never desired war. All they ever wished for was to protect this land.
I see.
If the final fate of the three goddesses is as you say, then Columbina faces the same grave danger. Our investigation has yet to bear fruit. We must hurry.
Yeah, you're right! Let's keep going!
Oh, thank you. To this day, Klee is still adorable. Hi, Shadow. Hope you're doing well.
Take it easy.
Oops. Oh, right. Well, here we go again. Oh yeah, so there's some people who weren't here when I mentioned this, but who's watching the Expedition 33 Awards? Huh?
Indeed. I was a little worried about that at first, but as we got closer, I sensed that the Kuvaki within it flows unimpeded. It should be functioning normally. The only issue is how to activate it. It's looking a little worse for wear.
What about the cores from some of the other devices we've seen? Can we repair it using those?
In all likelihood, yes. I imagine that would have been the Hyperborean's backup plan. Let's look for some cores.
Find a way to activate the device.
Take it easy.
Oh, we got company.
Finders keepers!
Stay back! Things are about to get dicey.
It feels a lot more fun to play with the changes. At least in my opinion.
Walk up, then jump down.
Take it easy.
Oh. Do I need to go back down there to get a core again? Yep, it collapsed as soon as I grabbed it.
Enough cores. Let's head back.
Oh, right. We need to grab those cores and bring them up. And then the second one.
Take it easy.
Let us in.
Running. It's hard to believe that the ancients were capable of constructing such things.
I'm on Caesar destination! It's right up ahead!
Oh! Where does her name rest?
This is where the people of Hyperborea communicated with the moons. We need only place the moon marrow upon this platform on Moon Prayer Night. and we shall be able to open a portal to the moon and send our moon goddess back home. The assumption being, of course, that we can find her first.
I've got a question.
That's right. You want to know if it's safe there, don't you?
Exactly. It might have been corrupted by the abyss.
Yet, she has no choice but to return. You know this.
Oh, that's not the only issue here. This is the end of the line, right? We've explored everything we can. And despite looking at historical artwork and talking to people from Hyperborean times, we're still no closer to learning Columbina's name.
If it's not too much trouble, could you tell me exactly what Alice said to you about finding her name?
Oh, sure. What she said was...
Then your first job is to find it. As a moon goddess, I'm sure she must have a name she identifies with. Neither Columbina nor Kutar is her true name, and she's never really accepted either of them.
Is it not also possible that she has never had a true name? Not at any point in history?
That would be a hard pill to swallow. But at this point, we may have to accept that...
I didn't even think of that possibility.
Well, no one knows how she came into being, and she certainly doesn't have parents in any sense that we're aware of. Perhaps she was never granted a name at all.
Does that mean there's no way to get Columbina back? She's just gonna disappear and there's nothing we can do about it?
Huh? Wait, why all this pessimism? Was it the way I phrased this question? You all seem to be taking this in completely the wrong way.
What do you mean by that?
Well, just because she's never had a real name in the past doesn't mean she can have one now.
What?
Think about what Alice said again. She never once said that you'd have to find a new name, did she?
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
You want us to grant her a name?
Yes. Names are anchors that connect us to the world. If she doesn't have one already, then all we have to do is create one, no? It's like... yes. Traveler, when you first arrived in Teyvat, do you think you would have turned around if someone behind you shouted, "Hey, Tumaini"?
No, I wouldn't.
But what about now?
I understand what you mean.
Life is a long journey. Even the friends and family by our side can change over time. When people call you by different names, what matters isn't so much the words themselves, but what they symbolize. And of course, whether that resonates with you. Ether. So, close your eyes and picture the moon goddess in your mind. If you were to call out to her in this moment, what would you say?
Columbina.
Columbina.
Paimon would call her Columbina too.
Well, she has long forsaken everything that Kutar represents. I think from now on I should call her Columbina too.
Well, it sounds to me like you found your answer.
Are you sure? Is it really that simple? We haven't found her this whole time, and not for lack of trying.
For a journey like this, the process is every bit as important as the outcome.
Trust the process.
Had you not searched far and wide, rejecting every other answer you were offered, how could you have come to an answer you felt was finally correct? Oh, it all makes sense now. This has Alice's fingerprints all over it.
Are you suggesting that Mage knew from the start that Columbina never had a real name to begin with?
I can't say for sure, but I can definitely imagine her chuckling in satisfaction somewhere right now, saying, "Ah, what fun."
Llama, your antlers!
You should hurry. The festive moon has begun to rise.
Oh dear.
Do not worry, for when you called the name Columbina just now, I could sense that the power within was enough to summon back the moon goddess.
The power within what? The name?
Yes. So, the thing is...
What's wrong now?
This is so annoying. I really want to explain how that whole thing
Nicole's getting
works,
so flustered and
starting from the
frustrated.
founding principles of Tevat and... Oh, I could talk about this for hours. But... Deep breaths, Nicole. Deep breaths. You're an angel. A sober, sensible, solemn angel who has her priorities straight.
Okay then. Sorry for asking. Clearly a bad call on Paimon's part.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Anyway, you all need to hurry. Last thing, remember how it felt when you called out that name.
Then it is agreed.
By the name Columbina, we shall find her.
Then we'll throw her the best Moon Prayer Night party ever!
And at last, we will send her home.
After forming your friends, everyone splits up to look for Columbina by calling her name. You choose to visit the place where you first met.
I can barely move anymore. My consciousness is fading away. Have they come back out? I'd love to see them one more time.
Oh.
They didn't make it.
Could you tell me your name?
My name is...
Columbina! Columbina! Are you here? Columbina! That's the name you gave when we first met. And it's what I've called you ever since.
Columbina.
It's a fine name. I have many fond memories of Columbina, and so do all of your friends. If you like this name,
looking for me?
It worked.
I like it. You can carry on using it. My name is Columbina Hyposelenia.
Columbina Hyposelenia. I love it.
Columbina Hyposelenia. That's a wonderful name.
I never thought that Columbina would become my real name. But after I met you and my other friends, the things that this name stood for slowly began to change. It went from being a Fatui code name to something my friends call me.
How much she's changed since we first met. She never used to share her most innermost thoughts.
What is it? Why aren't you saying anything?
I'm just so happy for you.
Thank you. So, where's everyone else?
We can go and meet them very soon. Everyone went to different places to try calling your name.
Great. I'd like to thank them as well. Everyone's done so much for me. Searching for my name, entering those ancient ruins.
Huh? Wait, so you were...
Yes. I was there. Not physically, but my consciousness was still holding on. I followed you the whole way.
Starting from when?
You turned around and called out my name while you were in Nasha Town. Do you remember?
Ah, so that's what that was. I could have sworn I felt something pat me on the back. Someone pat me on the back, and deep down, I think I knew that was Columbina.
Let's go. We don't want to keep them waiting.
Sure. In that case, come with me.
But... Before that, could you call my name one more time?
Of course.
Sure. Come with me, Columbina Hyposelenia.
Columbina spreads the good news to your friends by way of small animals and Kuhinki, but since not everyone speaks Critter Sign Language, it took some friends longer than others to get the message.
Columbina. Oh, this truly is wonderful.
Llama, I can't breathe.
Suffocated by Booba.
Just in time for Moon Prayer Night. It's good to have you back, Miss Columbina.
Yeah, we were worried sick.
Thank you, my friends. With your help, I now have a name that belongs to me.
Columbina Hyposelenia. Where's the second half from? You added it yourself?
That's right. It means...
Born beneath the moon.
Yes. And by extension, it can also mean born beneath this world.
A fine name.
Now, as much as it pains me to interrupt this beautiful reunion, I feel obliged to remind you that the Moon Prayer Night celebrations in Nasha Town have already begun. Don't you want to enjoy the festivities? There's so much to see and do. And some of the ambient lighting and entertainments were sponsored by the kind souls in the Hexen Circle.
Nicole? Why have you turned into Dodoko?
So you're Miss Nicole. Thank you for helping us, and for helping me find my name. It's nice to finally hear your voice.
You're quite welcome. Guiding lost people to hidden treasure is what we Seelie do. And if you ask me, spiritual treasures are far more precious than material ones. Chests are all well and good, but this was what it's all about. Oh, so satisfying. Anyway, I had to go help Alice. It seems like she ran into some trouble. That's why I couldn't be here in person. But don't worry, we're with you in spirit. We'll be celebrating right along with you.
Thank you, Nicole.
Keep an eye out for the Hexen Circle's festive stalls in Nasha Town. I think you'll like what we came up with. Alice said she even managed to rope Bee in this time.
The
Bee?
First Moon Scions have also prepared various attractions. I believe Aino, Ineffa, and their crew are setting things up as we speak. On that note, Nefer, about that request I made.
It's all in hand. Yehoda is on site to ensure that everything goes off without a hitch.
Wonderful. In that case, Traveler?
Got it.
Huh? Come on, Columbina. It's time to celebrate the best Moon Prayer Night ever.
Oh. Cutscene time.
Hey, young lady. Would you like some Moon Prayer Night candy? Happy Moon Prayer Night. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot to say. Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
This is so nice.
Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
Turning Nasha Town into her home is a festive gift. A rather brilliant idea.
Perhaps this is what Notcry, Columbina's home, should have been like all along.
Thank you for the gift. I like it a lot. This feels like the surprise of my life.
You like it?
I do. I never imagined I'd ever get to enjoy Moon Prayer Night with everyone so freely.
If you're happy, we're happy.
Quite a strategy you came up with. Hide the tree in the forest. It's not your usual style, Lauma. Is there something about Moon Prayer Night that enhances what's in your head as well as the antlers on top?
Apparently so. It even inspired a perennial penny pincher to use their resources for a greater cause. It truly is a...
I see it now. This bickering is actually a sign of a strong relationship.
She gets it.
Huh? What's everyone doing here? Oh, Miss Columbina, you're back.
Yes, I'm fine now. Thanks for your concern.
How's your progress with Alice's assignment?
Very well indeed. I've never heard her sound so excited.
Isn't she always quite excitable?
Not like this. This time her excitement seems more serious. Seems like she's had a major breakthrough. She said she'll contact us once she knows more. In the meantime, we're free to relax and have some fun.
Enjoy the time off while it lasts. I have a feeling that our next task won't be so simple.
Probably not. But we'll be ready for it.
I should go. I still have a few things to attend to at the Frost Moon Scion stall.
And I think I'll take a look around. With any luck, this once-in-a-year festival will come with once-in-a-year opportunities.
Hold up a second. Where's Varka?
I believe he made a beeline for the flagship the moment he entered Nasha Town.
Go figure.
That's Mondstadters for you. They know what they want when festivals roll around.
Goodbye for now, Columbina. I hope you have a wonderful night.
I will.
Well, in that case, don't just stand there. Get out there and have some fun. You'll definitely get a warm welcome at every stall. Oh, also, take this map with you. It's a guide to the festival.
Oh.
The Frost Moon Scion stall is over here. Lauma's invited a whole bunch of cute animals to celebrate too. Over there is the Hexazircle section. Alice seemed more excited than anyone about this festival, so she insisted on making it a grand affair. Oh, and then there's the Nasha Town local specialties, including... Actually, forget that. Better if you go check them out for yourself.
Thank you. It looks like a lot of fun.
Enjoy your Moon Prayer Night.
You're not coming with me?
We'll be around. But don't you want to browse by yourself for a bit first?
It's fun. We'll be nearby.
Yep. If you find something you like and want to try it out together, just give us a shout. We'll be right with you. Otherwise, just relax and enjoy yourself. There's so much on offer, so try to experience as much as you can. And don't forget to stuff yourself with all the delicious festival food.
We'll probably run into each other while we're browsing.
All right then. Off I go.
Have fun.
Where should I go first? This must be the mage's stall. It feels like I've entered a...
Okay, everybody. So, as much as I want to continue, I think we need to end for the night. But thank you all so much for joining me today. But everybody, we will be back on Saturday at 3 p.m. EST, and we're gonna be playing VR chat. Let's see, Saturday night is the VR chat Christmas party, of which more details I will release tomorrow night. But thank you all so much for joining me today. But don't go anywhere yet, everybody, because we're gonna send a raid to someone. And, you know what? We haven't sent a raid to Fluffy in a while, and she's currently playing Star Rail. So let's send a raid her way. So everybody, please copy paste the raid messages. Fluffy is a really good friend of ours, very sweet, and a lot of fun to hang out with. So let's send a raid over her way. Copy paste the raid messages, everybody. Copy paste the first raid message if you're subs, second one if you are not. Again, everybody, I'll see you on Saturday for the VR chat Christmas party. That's starting at 3 p.m. EST. So if any of my friends play VR chat and want to join me in the Christmas party, please let me know, and I will definitely make sure you're invited, as long as you follow the rules, of course. Also, feel free to follow me on my socials and join the Discord server if you like. I have Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And I also have a Kick account on Twitch. I don't know if I'm going to stream there or not yet. But anyway, everybody, please go show Fluffy the same movie show me, and I'll see you all next time. Good night, everybody.
I got a new
Love you
letter
all.
from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again.